is farm raised as opposed to wild caught. Our third restaurant is right on campus, and they use one wholesaler. They get a lot of their fish from California, but they do serve a lot of students, and so they are sensitive to the fact that some students may have a price sensitivity. Some people have to watch how much they spend. Some students have to really watch their budget, and so knowing that that is their clientele, they want to be able to give students what they want, and they want to be able to serve their clientele, and so they are more price driven than a source driven restaurant for their seafood. We asked restaurants, and both B and C did say that if they saw an increase in demand from students, they would definitely put more sustainable options on their menu. So for our overall conclusions, for our sample of students, price is definitely a driving factor for them. They are budget conscious. There is an interest in students to learn more. So even though some of our data suggested that for the overall price is more important than sustainability, there is still a population of the students that want to eat sustainably, they want to learn more about it, they're willing to pay more money for it if they need to. It's important to them. We did find out that based off of their clientele and location, those are very important factors for the practices and knowledge of sustainable seafood in our local restaurants, and that they are willing to increase the amount of sustainable options if they see a demand for it.
So based on all of the data and information that our group has gathered while working on this project, we have come together to propose 4 recommendations to help further the movement of sustainable seafood within the local Tucson community. These recommendations include educating the public, appealing to local seafood restaurants, collaborating with grocery stores to develop and implement a new marketing system, as well as having support from a reputable organization. So educating the public is very important because as the data that we gathered, our data shows that we have, sorry, okay, so can I take a break? No. Okay, so our data shows that
there's a lack of knowledge.
Thank you.
And therefore a lack of interest for sustainable seafood.
Yes, so we believe that if we are to successfully educate the public, we can increase the interest and the knowledge, therefore increasing the enthusiasm within the Tucson community with regards to sustainable seafood. So we would first start off by educating the public with conducting a survey among the 9 major areas in all across Tucson, which I will where I will elaborate on in the next slide. We then would offer incentives of free or reduced admission to local attractions, and then we would develop curriculum based upon our results. Our curriculum would include providing interactive lessons at a free or reduced cost for the general public, as well as inviting local Tucson schools, including middle schools, elementary schools, and high school, to further educate the public, especially the future generations. So as you can see here, this is a map of Tucson that designates the 9 different areas of Tucson. Assuming that we have the financial means available, we would recommend to hire 9 employees, 1 employee for each of the designated areas, and we would ask the employees to survey 100 people each, therefore totaling a population sample of 900 people for our survey. Appealing to restaurants. So our first priority would be to conduct seminars for restaurant owners, chefs, and managers. And then in these seminars, we would emphasize responsible buying. Once we have a firm hold on educating the public, we would see the interest increase, the knowledge increase, as well as the demand for sustainable seafood here in Tucson. With that increase in demand, the restaurants would have more of an incentive to buy their seafood from suppliers who have more of who make more sustainable decisions with their seafood. Then we would recommend to create a Tucson Seafood mobile app to further motivate these eateries. We understand that we live in a very technological, advanced world, and most people
Keep your cell phone with them.
Thank
We're
you.
very technological, so we're seeing a lot of increase in apps, and it just would make sense to create something to where when you want to go out, when you want to buy seafood at a grocery store, when you want to go eat out at some sort of a restaurant, you don't really have to do that much research. That some app has been created and the research has already been done for you, so it makes the choice to eat sustainably a lot more easy.
And therefore it'll make more popularity within the consumers for to be able to have that capacity to determine whether or not there's the restaurant they want to go to has those sustainable seafood options. So collaborating with grocery stores. Normally when one walks into a grocery store, there's only one section that offers seafood. So we would recommend to work with the grocery stores in differentiating sustainable seafood compared to non-sustainable seafood. With this distinguishment, we would be able to see more consumers navigate towards the sustainable seafood, therefore increasing the demand and interest and